And welcome back to Resident Evil for the Nintendo GameCube. Alright my friends, welcome back. So, we're in a cabin in scenic nowhere. Let me just go ahead and return these ink ribbons away. Okay, right, we've actually come here for a very important item, the crank, which is literally just down here. And you can miss it because it seems like you can't go down there at first, doesn't it? Now we're about to find out who that woman was that was making the noise in the distance before. Right now, in fact. Because she's just come home. And we're in her house. So this is great. Alright, let's do it then. Yep. Now we're knocked. Completely out. But the really weird thing is she actually places us by a fire. She doesn't actually kill us. Which kind of confuses me a little bit because as soon as you get up, she's actually coming to kill you. So I don't really understand that. Maybe she likes to kill things that actually have a response and aren't on the floor playing dead. I don't really know. But yeah, let's just get the heck out of here. I'm not even going to entertain fighting her. You don't necessarily have to. Plus I'm going to try and save as much ammo as I can. And she does pack a punch, believe it or not. I've been hit once before by her and I was on fine and she put me on low caution. And that was on normal difficulty as well. So if you're playing this on hard, the chances are that she might one-hit kill you. You just never know. So I'm not taking any risks. And I'm not taking any risks with you either, actually. Screw you. Right, so let's go back to whence we came. In the last episode we actually got a magnum. It's a pretty cool gun. It's essentially our boss killer. And we're going to keep hold of that until, you know, we come across a boss, obviously. We actually get that weapon so easily, though, just for taking care of one simple puzzle, which is pretty much just getting hold of, you know, one little crest that becomes 3 immediately, and all you've got to do is just turn them over, press a switch on the back of each and every one of them, and then there you go. Here, have a boss-killing weapon. You're welcome. Pretty darn insane. Now some people are very fussy about the camera angles in this game. I'm a little bit relatable in that aspect at times. I can be a little bit annoyed where you go around a corner and all of a sudden you're walking into the corner of like a room, and that can be bad if there's a zombie there. He's like, ah, look at that stupid human. Yep, and then they just kill you. They just eat you, and that's it. Done. Game over. But that hasn't happened yet, so yeah, touch wood that doesn't. But we can actually go through here now. This is a part of the game where we enter a completely different area in total.
This is Brad. If you can hear me, just give me a sign. Anything.
Jill to Brad. Can you hear me? Shit. It's broken.
And better return that to Toys R Us. Right, there's a doggy over there. He hasn't seen me yet, but I want to just quickly go ahead and grab these 2 items on the floor here. There should be a green and a blue herb. You don't have to grab these, but you can if you just want to stock up for later on. He's probably going to get in my way, so get out of the way. Oh, damn it, I've pissed off the rest of the family. Whoa, quick, get out of there. Right. Okay. Right, so this is of course where we use the crank pretty much immediately. Because if you came to this point you would not be able to progress any further. We'll just go ahead and drain all of this water away. And in the PlayStation 1 version of this game, I'll actually point out in a second, but there's something that happens in this area that doesn't happen in this remake. It's not a big deal, but it's just something that's worth pointing out just for a laugh. Well, let's just make our way down there. Cool. Righto. Yeah, at this point in the game you actually come across little snakes. They actually fall from the, I don't know, I'm guessing the trees. But they fall pretty much just literally right here. There's like, I don't know, 5 or 6 snakes that drop down at this point. But they don't actually drop down here. They actually fall down later on. So they have made some little changes in this game as well. Some really big changes and some small little changes like that as well. Just makes you realise that there's actually a lot that went into this remaster. Yeah, look at that crow. feel like blasting it away. That would just do me the world of favours right now. Screw you, I'm out of here. Seems to be the way in this game. You tend to get hurt by the smaller enemies because you can just, I don't know, they seem to be able to get you most of the time. Actually, I'll grab this red herb while I'm here, actually. Because what I can do now is I might as well just go ahead and mix them all up. I'm on fine, I haven't taken any damage, so might as well keep that all grounded up and good. This is where the snakes fall down, you see that? They're all here now for some reason. Which I think kind of makes sense with the, you know, the whole like walls and the archway there. They could be hanging down, so I guess maybe they thought about a realistic aspect for where snakes could be. Really going all out on this remaster, weren't they? They really thought of everything. So this is the completely new area I was talking about. I'm just going to go ahead and grab 2 of these blue herbs. I'm going to leave 1 here because there's a chance that we can get poisoned in one of the next rooms that we're about to enter. Let's see now. Yeah, that room directly ahead. But what I'm going to do first of all is just go into this save room. We actually have a save room here. And in the last episode I was actually planning on ending the episode here, but I just didn't have enough time to get around to it. Right, we can pop these away just for the time being. Got so much first aid and ammunition, it's crazy. Was that more shot? Yeah, more shotgun ammo there as well. That's overkill. Okay, right, I want to kind of reserve some space as well, because I've got a couple of items to pick up in this episode. Don't want to get clogged up too much. Let's see. I might actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. Yeah, I'm going to fully stock that up, combine my 2 boxes, and I'm just going to put them away. And while I'm at it, I know it might sound a little bit silly, but it might come in handy later on, but I actually have my fuel canteen here. It's got no kerosene in it, and there's actually a container right here, so might as well just go ahead and get a free refill out of it. And there's a couple of items in here as well, including a first aid spray, so in case I ever need to use like 6 or 7 in one go, I can just go ahead and do so. We've got a battery here, and we've got some ink ribbons as well, so I'll just go ahead and pick all of those up and clear this room out item-wise. No point saving it. This episode has barely begun. Yeah, there's about, I don't know, I really need to sort this box out. There's too much all over the place for my liking. Yeah, 4 ink ribbons. I'll put this back in there as well. Yeah, I think that'll probably do. I don't necessarily need the crank on me just this very second. I'm going to pop that away as well and just take my 2 guns with me. There is quite a few items that we can grab. There's the keys that we pretty much discard immediately, but I don't know, I always find that it's better to have more item slots than less in this game, because you don't want to really backtrack. Right, now I'm only going through here just to mainly get this this red book. I'm not really too interested in the puzzle round here because I'm not really interested in the V-Jolt. You can go to hell. I'm actually just after this here. A green herb. There's actually some shotgun ammo, so I'm going to end up with more of that thinking about it. Okay, right. Will I have enough item spaces after this? I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, there's a first aid box here as well. I didn't see that. Jeez, right. I might even go back to the box just for clearing up space. I'm getting out of here now. And I bet you that spider is down now as well. Is on the door. Well, it looks like I'm not leaving the house. This is literally like me in my house, like literally just hiding around a corner because there's a big ass spider around it. Yeah, come on. What is he doing? Is he just literally standing there? Get off of the door, man. He's gonna poison me, isn't he? Oh, crap, that was extremely close. That can actually poison you, that. I was a little bit too close for my liking. Right, so what was this that we actually got here? I forget how much first aid items they give you in the normal version, it's crazy. What is that? A mix of green and blue. Huh, that would have come in handy like pretty much immediately. Okay, 3 item slots. Right, yeah, screw it. Let me just quickly go ahead and get rid of some item slots here, because I'm actually going to not come back to the save room for about another 5 or 10 minutes. And I don't want to come back here later on. So let me just do this now. So much shotgun ammo now. It's a nice change. I've even got a shotgun in there with rounds still in it. And a grenade launcher. It's cool. Yeah, because thinking about it, I've got some grenade rounds coming, some magnum rounds, another first aid, couple of items. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are going to be coming our way, and not to mention you need 3 item slots for the keys and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Now, for those who have played this game before, you will know why I'm doing this. I'll point out in just a second, but there's 2 holes in the ground here. If you try running over them, you'll actually get hit, so it makes sense to just climb over and avoid all damage. Because otherwise I'll have to go back into the save room and get my first aid items, and that would be very counterproductive. Okay, yeah, so at this point in the game you want to make sure you have, I don't know, I reckon at least 3 item slots. Which of course when you're playing with Chris, that's not exactly all the time easy.
No, that wasn't part of our deal. But it's not necessary to destroy stars. What about my family? If I play my cards right. Jill.
Barry, I heard someone talking.
Oh, you heard. I think age is starting to take its toll. Talking to myself is becoming a bad habit.
Talking to yourself? You alright? What's gotten into you?
I'm getting you worried, aren't I? But don't, I'm alright. I guess this creepy mansion has gotten to my nerves. Anyway, I think I'll go outside, get some fresh air for a change. Don't worry, I'm just going to get some fresh air. If I'm lucky, I'll get to waste some monsters along the way.
Alright, so as you can see, Barry is pretty much extremely tense, and he was talking to someone, and as you can probably hear, it was Wesker. Him and Barry are having a private conversation here for some reason, and we're not entirely sure why, but you'll find out later on. First of all, though, I want to go ahead and enter this room here. First time I played this game, I went right past it, and I couldn't figure out what to do next. But there's actually a key in this room. It's just a standard bathroom. And I'm pretty sure the residence key is the only item that we can get in here. I don't think there's anything else in here for us to grab. No, I think that's pretty much it. Okay. But if my memory serves me well, there's actually a zombie straight away outside of here. And they just throw that out there. Yeah, I don't know where he came from, but he's just chilling here for a second. Oh, I didn't take his head off. See, that is why you want the fuel canteen. Because later on, he's probably going to be up again. Alright, I'll have to remember that. Okay, so we've got the residence key. That's not this one, that's the gallery one, I think. I want to go back down here towards the save room. So, thinking about it, yeah, I would have had a second opportunity to go to the save room if I'd come back this way, but I'd just like to keep 3 item slots up at all times. Oh, wait, no, don't go over there. Sometimes get carried away and just want to run around this game as quickly as possible. Not that I'm speedrunning it or going for any kind of, you know, successful playthrough, whatever. I'm just playing it for fun, really. But yeah, like you saw there, we got rid of the keys straight away. The keys pretty much have one use in this building. So there's a guy hanging here, just hanging around. And there's a couple of items around here for us as well. There is a self-defense gun, which is pretty much the equivalent of a magnum shot. And there's actually some handgun clips here as well. Right, let's go ahead and pick them up as well. Okay, cool. And then there is another item in here. Another key. What is it with people hiding keys in the bathroom? Don't know. Seems to be a pretty good hiding space. But he's going to get up. I can see that happening right now, can't you? Thankfully, there is literally only this key in here and nothing else. And I think the body outside just fell down. I'm not entirely sure what that noise was. But I'm not going to stick around to find out. I'm just going to keep on going. Alright, let's see what we can do now then. So, this is the control room key. Thinking about it, I'm going to get rid of this item and then I'm going to end up with... Ooh, no, I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it. I've done it before and I'll probably do it again. There's two things I can grab later on. I'm pretty sure that's going to just about put me over the edge for item space. Yeah, no, screw that. Ain't nobody got time for that. I'll put the self-defense gun away, we don't really need that. 4 item spaces will be enough, and we're about to get rid of that key as well, so we'll have 5. Pretty darn cool. Now, the woman that we actually saw at the start of this game's got a pretty horrific backstory. Her name's Lisa Trevor, and she's a 14-year-old girl who was experimented on by the Umbrella Corporation. They carried out tons of biological experiments, and it turned her into that. Yeah, which is pretty horrific, as you can see. And her mum and dad were also involved in some kind of, horrific incident as well, to put it simply. George and Jessica, it's probably not worth going into that much detail about it, but you can actually read up the entire story later on. Yeah, this is the gallery. Okay, cool. The control room's actually back to where we came, because in this room there's actually a hidden passage. Kind of feel like we're playing a Scooby-Doo game now, actually, thinking about it. He's not up yet, but he probably will be later on. Bet your bottom dollar on that. So you can kind of push this bookcase around. Spencer's got it all. A very, very clever man. Yeah, there's magnum rounds down here, there's grenade rounds, that's just 2 items off the top of my head, and we've got a return with a key as well, the gallery key, so we need at least 3 item slots here. Yes, I'm not taking any risks. I'm not going to botch this up either. This part in the game can take so long. It's literally just moving 3 boxes so that you can create a pathway for yourself on this little pool of water here. But I don't know, it just takes too long for my liking. I wish you could just crisp punch it and just send it flying into the pool of water. That would save us so much time and effort. And these things are not light, as you can see. But they are floating, I think, anyway. It looks like it from the way they bounce back up. Maybe they're just big and obscure to push. I don't know. Okay, right. I do have plans to go on to Resident Evil 2 and 3 after this game. Let me know what you guys think of the Resident Evil games. Do you guys actually have a favourite title out of the series? I really liked Resi 5. I found that one quite enjoyable, especially the fighting with Wesker and all that kind of stuff. I thought the boss fights were pretty creative as well. I mean, they all are in their own ways. Every Resident Evil game's got creative boss fights, but I don't know, Resident Evil 5 was quite a good one, I thought. I didn't think too highly of Resident Evil 6, but yeah. Each to their own on that one. I like the fact that you could play as loads of different characters, like for example Ada. I mean, that was a nice touch. And people are in 2 frames of mind about the newest one, which is Resi 7, of course. I think it's actually quite cool, and I mean, if I had a PlayStation VR, I would definitely give that a play. But I don't have the money to afford one of those. So actually there is 2 sharks here, and I'm not sticking around to find out what they can do, because most of the time they actually do get a hit in. I don't think I've ever made it to the end without taking 1 hit. Because you see that they're so far away, and then you think, yeah, they haven't got a chance of catching me up, and wow. I did it without being hit once. That's quite a nice achievement, actually. I kind of set that one up, didn't I? Can't wait for the Resident Evil 2 remake, actually thinking about it. That's getting done. That'll be very good to see. Full HD remastered version of Resi 2, that would be fantastic. An error message is being displayed. Something appears to have gone wrong. Okay, let's try and drain the water. Nope! And thankfully he didn't bash through that, otherwise we'd be shark bait right now.
Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety.
I'm not talking about Nemo from Finding Nemo either. Let's go ahead and release the safety. Because without that you can't shut down the panels here. But you'll probably find that they won't go all the way down, they'll actually get jammed about here. And that's because the oil pressure is lost. So we have to restore that, and there is a way of finding out which number it is, but most of the time you have enough time to actually guess, and if you're lucky it might be first time. Number 1 didn't actually do anything. Alright, what about number 3? Yep, number 3 seems to do it. Okay, cool. I'll pick up that first aid item in a second. First of all, I just want to go ahead and release the safety again. It's at 50% already, that's crazy. Right, there we go. And you'll notice that the alarm is actually still going off once these shutters go down, and the critical percentage will actually disappear. Don't take any chances here. I don't know what happens if you leave it, but you still got to make sure that you drain the water. Because that's how you actually turn the alarm off as well. And kill the sharks. I don't know what happens if you leave that. I've never stuck around too long to find out, but I'm guessing that you probably die if you don't put the shutters down and it gets to 100%. I'm guessing that's probably what will happen. Right, what is this one then? This is a mix of toon green herbs. Okay, cool, right, nice, we'll smoke that later on. Actually thinking about it, let's go ahead and mix up the third. I didn't take any hits from the sharks. That's why I grabbed the one on its own, just in case, because they can pack a punch as well, believe it or not. Right, okay, so let's think, there's 2 more items coming up. Yep, there's actually one right here, actually thinking about it. Yeah, there's this. Grenades. Pretty cool. And I'm going to get a key and magnum shells as well, so yeah, I need at least 2 more item slots after this. See, this is why you don't want to come back here with loads of random items like that self-defense gun, for example. Because you're just going to get, I don't know, just going to get blocked. Hello. He's not fully dead, as you can see. It's just kind of like flopping around all over the place. Never feel too comfortable about going past this one though, because he's actually in a little pool of water as well. And as you can see, he's alive as well, and he's actually knocked the key in there with him as well now, so we actually have to take care of this guy. And the best way to do that is to literally cook some fish. Frying Nemo. Alright, well that short-circuited it. How scared would you guys be to actually get in there though after seeing that thing get electrocuted? You'd still think there was some kind of electrical current. Right, here we go, we've got the residence key. Alright, cool, that actually gets us into the gallery now. We can actually just leave this place for the time being. Don't need to do anything else. This is what you get. This is what you get. That's what you get for trying to drown me in that room earlier. Pretty sure it was you. You're the smaller one out of the 2 after all. That was a waste of a perfectly good handgun shot. I've got so much ammo though for the handgun, it's not really that much of a necessity for me right now. Because you can just walk right past that shark, you don't actually have to kill it, it won't hurt you. Not as far as I know anyway, I've never been attacked by it. Right, and here we go, the magnum rounds. So yeah, 2 more items and we might have been in a bit of a tough spot. Right, I am pretty good for the time being then. Let's just get the heck out of this area. Seen enough sharks for one day. The next boss in this game is actually going to be Plant 42 now, yeah. Okay, right. The reason we go this way is it's essentially a shortcut, as you'll find out in just a second. Yeah, you'll see with background here again where the boxes were. Just saves us a little bit of a trip. And of course you can get them magnum rounds on the way. Okay, right. Is that Crimson Head going to be back up now? I'm probably guessing so. Not going to take any chances. She's not auto-aiming over there though, but he is around the corner, isn't he? He's probably going to get up and scare the crap out of me now. No, she's not auto-aiming. He's not up yet though. He will do. I'll go past him at some point and he'll just get up, and I'll even have the fuel canteen on me as well, more than likely. Right, let's go ahead and waste this key. And I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode, guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the playthrough, and yeah, I guess in the next episode we're going to be fighting Plant 42. Because I'm not doing the V-Jolt in this game, I don't know if that's going to affect the outcome with Barry, because Barry does actually help you with the flamethrower. But if you do certain things wrong in this game, you can mess that opportunity up and find that you'll be fighting it on your own. So yeah, just bear that one in mind. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen. I probably will end up having to fight it by myself, so I'm just going to make sure that I'm equipped for the situation, and I guess I'll see you in the next episode for that. Alright guys, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.